So, let's talk about what's been happening with Marcus and Destiny from Love and Marriage, Huntsville, because, if you've been following this drama, you know things have taken a major turn. For a long time, Marcus Minifield, Melody's brother, has kept quiet and stayed out of the drama that's been surrounding his sister, but recently, he decided he had enough. And when Marcus speaks, you best believe it's not just about casual opinions, this man is coming with all the heat. So let's dive into everything that's gone down, what it means for Destiny, and how this could change the future of Love and Marriage, Huntsville. If you've watched the show, you know that Melody and Destiny's friendship has been through a lot. They started off as close friends, but things took a turn for the worse over the past few seasons. What began as a supportive bond between the two women ended in betrayal, accusations, and a lot of shady moments. Fans were watching closely, wondering what was really going on behind the scenes. And honestly, a lot of people have been side-eyeing Destiny for some time now, particularly because of her behavior toward Melody after the end of Melody's marriage to Martell Holt. Let's break it down. Melody's marriage with Martell was already a messy situation, but things got even messier once Destiny came into the picture. It seemed like Destiny wasn't just trying to support her friend through the divorce, no, it looked like she was also trying to play both sides of the fence, staying close to Martell even when Melody was clearly hurting. It didn't take long for fans to start questioning where Destiny's loyalty really lied. Was she there for Melody, or was she just trying to stay connected to both sides of the drama? From the outside, it didn't look good. What was even worse was the way Destiny seemed to insert herself into drama that had nothing to do with her. Melody and Martell had their issues, and Destiny was quick to add fuel to the fire, throwing jabs at Melody and even at the other cast members. It felt like Destiny was constantly trying to keep herself at the center of attention, which isn't a good look when you're supposed to be a supportive friend. And it didn't stop there. There were whispers behind the scenes that Destiny was feeding information to Martell, making it harder for Melody to move on and heal from the divorce. Now, it's important to note that Melody, being the strong woman she is, tried to keep the peace and extend grace to Destiny. She was hopeful that the friendship could be mended, but Destiny kept throwing shade. Whether it was in interviews, on social media, or even in private conversations, Destiny made it clear that she wasn't fully in Melody's corner. For a long time, Melody stayed silent, not wanting to escalate things, but as we all know, every person has their breaking point and that's where Marcus comes in. For years, Marcus kept his cool. He watched everything unfold from the sidelines. He saw the way Destiny was acting, and he saw how much pain his sister was going through. But he also stayed silent because, well, this is Melody's battle, not his. However, after years of watching Destiny's shady behavior and how she treated Melody, Marcus had finally had enough. Marcus is known for being protective of his sister, and when he speaks, people listen. And this time, he let it all out. He didn't hold back. He called Destiny out for everything, exposing her for being a fake friend and a toxic person who had been working against Melody instead of supporting her. Marcus made it clear that Destiny wasn't just causing problems for Melody in front of the camera, no, Destiny had been causing issues behind the scenes as well, playing both sides, stirring up drama, and playing the victim every time she was confronted about her actions. Now, you've got to understand, this wasn't just a moment of anger. This wasn't Marcus throwing a tantrum. This was years of frustration, disappointment, and confusion finally bubbling over. He'd been watching Destiny's behavior for a while, and he couldn't stay quiet any longer. He wasn't just speaking for Melody, he was speaking for everyone who had witnessed Destiny's shady behavior and stayed silent. He wasn't going to let her get away with it anymore, and he made sure everyone knew that. As you can imagine, Destiny was not happy about this. She tried to clap back, but the damage had already been done. Marcus had already pulled the curtain back and exposed the truth. And once it was out there was no hiding from it. Marcus's words weren't just about putting Destiny on blast, they were a wake-up call for everyone watching. Destiny had been playing a dangerous game, trying to manipulate situations and spread rumors, all while acting innocent. But now, Marcus had turned the tables. And when you mess with Melody, you're messing with her family too. Now, let's take a moment and talk about what this situation really says about Melody's journey. For years, Melody has dealt with betrayal, not just from her ex-husband Martel, but from people she once called family and friends. Her divorce was already devastating enough, but what made it even harder was the way some people, like Destiny, chose to add to the drama. Melody was trying to heal, trying to move forward, and Destiny was making that even harder for her. Through all of this, Melody has been focused on rebuilding herself. She's been working on her businesses, expanding her brand, and focusing on being a mother to her children. She's been doing the work, but there's always been this underlying pain because the people she trusted the most were the ones causing her the most hurt. And that's why Marcus's actions are so significant. He's not just protecting his sister, he's reminding everyone that Melody isn't alone in this fight. He's been watching and waiting for the right time to speak up, and when he finally did, he made it clear that Melody doesn't have to fight these battles on her own anymore. She has family in her corner, and no one can take that away. Now, let's talk about the fallout from this whole situation. Fans have been buzzing about Marcus's explosive takedown of Destiny, and it's clear that Destiny's reputation has taken a major hit. She's been called out for being messy, manipulative, and constantly deflecting when confronted about her actions. And the worst part? People are done with it. The fans aren't buying Destiny's narrative anymore. They've seen enough, and they're calling her out for everything she's done. On top of that, the rest of the cast has started distancing themselves from Destiny. It's clear that the damage is done, and it's hard to see how she comes back from this. When your own castmates start pulling away from you, it's not a good sign. And when fans are flooding social media, questioning why Destiny is still on the show, it's even worse. It's becoming clear that Destiny's time on Love and Marriage, Huntsville, may be running out. As for Melody, this situation has changed things for her. She's not going to dwell on the drama, but this has definitely opened her eyes. She's always been the strong one, the one who fights for what's right, but now she sees that even those closest to her weren't always in her corner. But Melody's not one to stay down for long. She's always risen from the ashes, and she's going to keep doing that. So, what's next for Melody? Well, she's been focusing on her businesses. From her skincare line to real estate ventures, Melody is expanding her empire. She's making moves that don't involve drama, and that's probably for the best. At this point, she knows who she can trust, and it's clear that she's learned to cut the toxic people out of her life. As for Destiny, it's hard to say where she goes from here. Will she try to spin this situation in her favor? Will she continue to play the victim? Or is this the end of her time on Love and Marriage, Huntsville? One thing's for sure, after Marcus's takedown, Destiny has a long road ahead if she wants to regain any credibility. But what do you think? Was Marcus justified in calling Destiny out? Do you think this is the end for Destiny on the show, or will she find a way to spin it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on all the latest celebrity drama.